Welcome everyone to the Spirit of Spinjitzu podcast. I'm Evil Chicken, and today I'm gonna talk about season 1, the show and the sets, alongside Crazy Dane. This is our first week of the Chima Rewatch, and we're gonna start with the sets. But before we do that, I wanna tell you that we're excluding, like, for the speeders, we're just gonna give quick thoughts on them, and we're gonna talk about only the important sets, I guess we can call it. Crazy Dane, why don't you introduce yourself before we start?
Hello, I am Crazy Dane. I'm the local artist in the Chima server at this point, and probably the biggest Chima nerd on this podcast.
Alright, we can start with the first set, which is Crawler's Claw Reaper.
And this is one of the smaller sets in the thing. Now, we do have some pretty huge sets to compare it to, but it's decently small with two minifigures, that being Crawley and Leonidas.
Yeah, I do like this set. I love all the crocodile sets and vehicles because the heads look so good, and minifigures. I love the minifigures as well. So this is a decent set. It's a good $15 set, and I think we
It
can.
also has a lot of teeth.
Yes,
That's always good.
and the
Extra
next
teeth, the pet can lost easily.
and the next set is the Linux Lion attack. And Crazy Dane, you can start with your thoughts on it.
And I have this one. It's a very neat little set, and the biggest problem I run into is getting those little plates into the mouth properly. That's just because I'm an idiot, though. It works really well, and having Crog as the minifigure is always nice.
Yeah, well, the function is very good, and of course, in my opinion, all the vehicles, well, except the Aries Eagle Interceptor, the heads look always very good, and I think this isn't like if you get this and the Reaper, it's nice. You can play with those two and have them fight.
They're very good counterparts,
Yes.
or parallels.
And the next set is the Aries Eagle Interceptor. Now, this is the only set that I don't like the head. It's kind of weird having Aries sit in the, I guess, is it an eye or like the top part of the head? The
Yeah,
leg,
like that's the whole cockpit. I
yeah,
guess.
the legs look kind of blocky, but yeah, this is my least favorite set of this wave.
They definitely got better at birds after this season.
Yeah, and I think the Raven sets are better than the Eagle sets.
The little ravens that come along with this are very neat.
Yeah. So, should we continue with the next set?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's the Wax Pack Tracker. I do own this set, and this is a very good set. I love the design of the head. It has 3 teeth from the one side and 3 from the other. Function-wise, there is the cannon, I guess you can call it, and the price is very good. Uh, and what are your thoughts on it?
I like the flamethrower, or like the little flame back there. It's not a flamethrower. What am I talking about? I like the flames to make it look like it's going really fast when it really isn't. And
Uh,
the teeth on the wheel. Always good to have more teeth.
yeah. And the next set is the Laval Royal Fighter. I do not own this set, so I'm not sure if it can move like fast, and you don't have a problem with this big, I guess, tank wheels. So I'm not sure about that, but it looks very good. As always, the head is very neat, and minifigure selection. I mean, we could get like another crocodile, but Laval and Longtooth are very good minifigures, and Crowley. I mean, you can get him in a cheaper set, but he's a nice addition.
He is, he is. I have this thing twice over, and I've had to build it twice, and I would like to say that it is actual hell to build it. It took so long to build it once, and the second time this one even worse, but the final product is very good. It does drive very well. I haven't had much issues except for the fact that the rolling rubber was a bit askew on one of them, but that was easy to fix. So it's a very good set, it just takes forever to build.
The next set is the Cragger command ship. Like the Royal Fighter, I do not own this set, but it does look very good. I thought it was $90, but I think it's cheaper. The minifigure selection is very good. You get Crominus, Cragger, Crueler. I think she's exclusive to this set. Not sure about
Yeah,
that.
I actually don't think you can get her anywhere else.
You get Raven and Leonox and Leonidas.
Yeah, that's like very good selection.
Yeah, I know. You get the little boats for the lions, and the ship looks very good. I do love the function where you can take the top part and make it a helicopter. So this is another solid set.
Yeah, I had this as a child. It got stolen, but I remember I had a lot of fun with it. I like that you get the whole Royal Crocodile family that's available. Would have been nice to have Crunkit, but I guess we'll just have to not get her ever. She deserves a set and a minifigure.
Yeah, I know. And the next set is the Eagler Twin Bike. Now, my thoughts on this set, the functions, nothing special. You can just move the wings of the, I guess, eagle head, but the design is very, very good. It is like from the best 20 bucks oversized bikes, and I think this is a very good set, and it is much better than the Aries Eagle Interceptor. I mean,
I'm still waiting to receive this one. I actually have ordered it, and my friend is holding it for me. And it looks very good, and I like that it can convert into a jet. That looks really cool. And it's got a very aerodynamic shape, so it looks like it's supposed to go very, very fast.
well, it's not, but it looks like. The next set, Gorzan's Gorilla Striker, and I think you can start with your thoughts on it, Crazy Dane.
I've never had it, and I haven't ordered it yet, but I would very much like it. It looks really, really big, though. Like that, I'm gonna need to clear a shelf for that thing. I love the gorilla tanks. They're just so huge and bulky, and it's perfect for them. And the minifigure collection seems pretty good.
So,
Nice to get some more gorillas.
yeah, I agree. This is a very good set, and the mech looks very unique. I just realized that those little teeth, those little pieces are
I'm pretty
supposed.
sure they're bananas.
Yeah, no. In the cockpit, they are supposed to be eyes. That's very good.
Maybe.
Yeah,
A little hard to tell from over here.
yeah. So this is another solid set. The next set, though, this is my favorite set of this wave. The Aries Combat Layer. I love this set. The way it looks. The head is very good as well. And I mean, we get Windra, which is exclusive to this set, like a white wolf. That is awesome. And we get
Yeah, she's really pretty.
and we get a black wolf as well with Will Hurt. And you get Warriors as well, which is my favorite character of the show. So overall, this is. I mean, Lavertus is very close, but
I'm happy to hear that.
yeah. I mean, obviously, Dane's favorite character is Lavertus. You can. I think you could already figured by his picture, his profile
Yeah.
picture.
I
So
just noticed this set is very colorless. Like, we've got gray and black and white, and then a little bit of red around.
Yeah. And I just realized it says it converts into 5 models. I thought it was just 2, but from what I can...
5 is better than 2.
Yeah, I agree. Next set is the Lion Chi Temple, and I do...
This thing takes up so much space.
That's true. I didn't own it, and but I've lost. I don't know how that's possible. I mean, it probably was stolen, but like
I mean, I used to have one that also got stolen, but now I have a new one. It takes up like a third of my windowsill.
yeah, this is a very big set. It has 1,258 pieces. This is the biggest set of this wave, obviously. And you get Lagravis, Laval, Longtooth. Yeah, I can't tell what the eagle
Is that Edlore or Ewald?
Evil,
I'm
yeah.
sure that's Ewald.
And
Yeah, I only have Ewald.
Cragger, Crowley, and Razor.
It's a very good bunch with a lot of main characters.
Yeah, I
It would
agree.
really only be improved by having Aries, but it makes sense you wouldn't be there because that would be a few too many main characters.
Yeah, this is like in my opinion, the second best midfielder selection of this wave after the Crocodile ship.
Yeah, because at least the Crocodile ship had the whole royal family that
Yeah.
they could put in.
And it had an exclusive minifigure
Yeah.
with Cruller.
Well, is Ewald actually in any other sets? I haven't really seen him around.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. He might be in I guess, might be in a season 3 set, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's the case. Anyway, this is a very rare minifigure.
He definitely doesn't appear too often.
Yeah, and I love the Crowley like little bike with the part being the top part of the head, which
Yeah, the
can move up
overdraw.
and down.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and you get 2 lion little bikes, which are very good as well. And so overall, this has a ton of functions. I did remember having it back when I was younger, and like I played with it for hours. This is a very good set and a play set. So
Opening and closing that mouth was great. And
Yeah.
I just checked, and Ewald also appears in the Eagle Castles,
oh yeah, so she's
which
not
is
exclusive.
the next set in like chronological order,
Yeah.
being 711 instead of 710.
Yep. But we're not gonna talk about it since we're talking about the more like important sets, I guess you
Yeah.
can call them.
So it exists, and Ewald is there.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
This is the Razor's Chi Raider, and I never figured if I love the head or I dislike it. Because
I think it works well for a Raven.
yeah, I do love the mouth part, but these pieces that are supposed to be the eyes, I'm not sure if I like them. It's kind of weird. But nonetheless, the other part of the vehicle, I guess it's a bird, but it's a vehicle bird, is very good. And this is another decent set. Minifigure selection could have been better for 412 pieces. I guess this is either $40 or $50. I'm not sure. And
I have no clue how much any of these sets cost because I only get them secondhand.
hold on, I studied shit. Chi Raider.
But yeah, the minifigure selection is good for how small the set seems to be, or maybe not very small, but it looks fitting. Anymore would have felt a bit odd.
Yeah. So the next set is the Aquila Ultra something. I don't remember the name. The Ultra Striker.
Striker.
Yes, that's the name. So I think this is a very good looking set. I love the design. This is very similar to the Igloo bike, like they don't have very good functions, but they do look amazing.
They do. This looks really cool, and it's nice to give the Eagle the tank. They kind of deserve it with all the flying vehicles they have.
Yeah.
So we've got who was the Keela, Eglor, and Wilher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the selection.
Yeah. This is like there are not a lot of minifigures, but all of them are rare and unique and very good designed. So
Yeah, I don't think Eglor or Keela are that common.
yeah. And the next set is the Croc Swamp Hideout. And you can start with your opinions on it.
I have never had this before, and it's one of the sets that's kind of flown past me. Like, I haven't seen it for sale anywhere, but I kind of want to get it just to get my paws on Prominus. It looks really cool, and it's nice to have something that's not just the main fortress.
And it
So
comes
it's cool.
yeah, and it comes with a golden chi, which I don't think any other set it comes with one. Like except
Yeah, the
except
Lion Temple does.
yeah, I mean the cheaper sets because the the Lion Temple is the most expensive set, and I don't think like some people do not want to spend that much money on
Yeah,
Chima.
it's what is like barely 40, 45 bucks over here.
Yeah, maybe 50.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like getting it secondhand here in Denmark.
Yeah.
It's cheap, and it's got a nice crocodile selection once again with Prominus,
Cragger.
Cragger, and Raleigh.
No,
And
it's
long-
Crog.
Oh, Cragger, sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No problem.
And
And
then it's got Lennox
Leonidas.
and Leonidas.
Yep. So we're done with.
I even looked at him, so I knew it was Krug, but my brain just said no, that's Crawler today.
And I think we're done with the, I guess, regular sets. Now, we're gonna give our quick thoughts on the speeders. My thoughts on them, season 1 speeders. I think it's a very unique concept, and I do love this. These are like for little kids. They play like for hours. I remember myself playing with them and the Lion Chi Temple. So,
Oh,
and the I guess these little side builds, they're nothing special, but I guess you cannot have only these speeders.
yeah, it does help to have a little bit of an environment.
Yeah, and
The models look a little weird, but they are built to be the same model for everything with different colors, so it's a sacrifice, I understand.
yeah,
But they are very customizable.
my favorite of them would be the it was one for $20, and it was Laval versus Cragger, which is a great deal because you get the two main characters in a very cheap set. So this is a great
And
value.
quite a lot of accessories I see.
Yeah, they
So not
do.
all figures did have the same model. It's just because I've only seen lion ones, but they are still very customizable at least.
So that we're done with the sets, we're gonna talk about the show. We're gonna begin with the plot. Basically, we're gonna explain the plot in a few words. And well, the crocodiles and lions have a conflict, and Cragger's sister. Cragger is the, I guess, he's the king now of the crocodiles. She takes an opportunity and manipulates Cragger with a magic flower, I guess. And
Yeah, whether it's magic or not is a bit up for debate, but it sure can control your mind.
yeah, and then the lions and the crocodiles start fighting. The eagles and rhinos. I guess the rhinos were not in the battles, but eagles and gorillas are helping the lions, and wolves are helping the crocodiles. But I mean at some point in episode 10, the crueler betrays Cragger and she joins forces with the wolves. But then the wolves betray crueler, so the wolves are
One big mess.
Yeah, and
Everyone's
in
fighting
all that
like the
mess,
two
there is
characters that
there
on the same
there
side
the
for long.
yeah, and all in all that mess, there are the Ravens, which just want money.
Yeah, they will side with whoever they want. They generally end up on the bad side, but that's because the bad side steals more chi, so they have more to pay them with.
Exactly.
Lions do not deal in chi. They will only give it out to those who need it monthly, so they can't really make good trades.
Yeah, and so basically that's like what's going on in the show, and the main hero is Laval, and the
And
main
our main antagonists are pretty much Cragger and Crueler, though since Crueler is controlling Cragger's mind, I don't know if he really counts.
yeah, I mean Cragger when he's not controlled, he doesn't want to fight Laval. So I think that Crueler can
Yeah.
be. I'm either gonna say Crueler or Warris because from episode 10 until like 15, Warris is the main villain. So
He just kicked Crueler into the mud along with everyone else and went, you know what, I'm the villain. Oh, no.
yeah,
We
it's
have
messed.
a pretty deep selection of villains.
Yeah, it's a beautiful mess. I do love this season.
Yeah, it makes much more sense if you actually watch it. It's just, there's so much going on and so much conflict and so many tribe relations that are just hard to summarize. So, if you're interested, please watch it.
Yeah, and like the first 5 episodes, like episode 3 until episode 8 or 9, it's most of the episodes are the race for the golden cheese, and Lavertus debuts in episode 8.
Are we allowed to reveal that before season 2? Honestly,
I mean, I think we can. Yeah.
This series is like 7 years old. I don't think anyone cares. But yeah, the first few episodes are more spent on them trying to break chi races more than proper war. And then the wolves decide to start actually attacking the lions. And then there's an actual proper conflict, a very solid one, of the lions trying to protect the chi temple versus everyone fighting on their front lawn. Please move your fight somewhere else, guys. And now we'll discuss our favorite episodes, and because Mel is the earliest in the series, he gets to talk first.
So my favorite episode of season 1 is episode 6. Basically, the plot is that the crocodiles, give the ravens money so that they steal the tooth of the mother, the legend beast. Well, basically, we should have mentioned that in the plot, but the legend beasts are something like the ancestors of each tribe, and
Pretty much the tribe in their most feral form.
yeah. So the ravens make the wolves think that the eagles stole the tooth. So the wolves invade eagles' home. So the lions help the eagles, and then the ravens help the crocodiles destroy the temple, the eagle temple. But then the lions, they give the ravens more money to help them, and yeah, it's
one big mess.
yeah, it's very messed up.
Pay the ravens to help.
Whenever the ravens are in in an episode, everything just becomes more complicated. So what happens is Laval and Aries, they find the tooth and they give it to the wolves and they leave.
Yeah, that was all the wolves wanted. That was the tooth. They really didn't
Yeah.
care about anything else.
It's my favorite episode because the wolves have a main role in this episode, and wolf tribe is my favorite tribe. And well, Razor, who is the leader of the ravens, says a line where Lagravi says for Chima, and then Razor says for the clients. It's so funny. I was just dying out of laughs.
I don't think Razor is actually the leader. I think that's Rawsome, but he is like our main Raven character.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Aries and Laval aren't leaders, but they are our main characters from those tribes.
Yeah. So your favorite episode is episode 8. So I guess
The biggest or the greatest race of all.
the greatest.
It depends on where you are. Yeah, we call it the biggest race of all here, so that's a little different. And that is the debut episode of both Shadowwind and Dome de la Rouge. And while everyone was screaming and dying over Dome de la Rouge, I was just staring at Shadowwind because, god damn it, that is one cool design. So the episode is about the monthly Golden Chi races, and this time we get the biggest Chi ever, like the biggest Golden Chi they've seen in their lifetime. And Laval and Lagravis are very, very ups on them having to be the ones to win it because it's too powerful to let it fall into the paws or scaly claws of any other tribe. And then suddenly, this old Speedor master, Dom de la Rouge, the only peacock we've ever seen and one of the few rule breakers of the naming tradition, he shows up out of nowhere, and it's revealed that Cragger and Laval have been fans of him for a long time, and everyone is losing it over him being back. Because he's been retired for quite a while, but he came back for this big Chi.
He's a nomad, like, he's not from a tribe, he's just a nomad.
He's just the whoosh.
Yeah.
It's like with Plovar, it's a weird situation. But in the beginning, we think it's just because it's the biggest Golden Chi ever and he wants to win it. But we find out later that Cragger hired him to, like, distract everyone. At least I'm pretty sure that was the plot of the
Yeah,
episode.
that's it. That's it indeed.
And meanwhile, Crueler has also infested all of the waters with snappers, I think she called them. Snappers or biters, which are basically like how Hollywood shows piranhas.
Yeah.
They'll snap at anything. So the race starts, and Laval, this is the one where Laval's Speedor breaks, I'm pretty sure, and he can't drive properly because of it just broke somehow, so he uses Chi to go faster, and it's a very daring move because there are a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, and
he uses and just speeds ahead of everyone until he gets knocked over into a pool by Cragger, and he's drowning, he's about to be eaten by piranhas, and boom, Shadowwind appears and is just like, oh, hello, without saying words, helps him out and then leaves. It's just like, okay, you're alive, I've got some Golden Chi to win, see you later.
And who is Shadowwind? Drum roll, please.
It's Lavertus!
Yeah. Your favorite character.
It's the you are my dad meme, but you are my uncle. Like, he just shows up and you can hear the, you are my uncle, in the background. I have not gotten enough sleep last night. I'm so sorry, everyone. He shows up, he wins the Golden Chi like it's nothing. Everyone acts like Dom de la Rouge won, and it just feels like that one podium meme where the third place person is acting like he won. It is honestly just a great episode, hilarious. Cragger is very mad that Shadowwind narrowly beat him, so he tries to murder him but misses.
Yeah,
It's not the first time or last time he tries to murder Shadowwind. It actually happens quite a bit.
And actually,
at least twice, it feels like too many times.
this is the first episode where Laval sees Cragger with non-possessed Cragger, where he's good. Because at the end they discuss about Woos.
Yeah, they talk about whoosh, and Cragger gets back a little bit because, as we know, one of the few ways to beat the Persuader client effect is love, good memories. We're not really sure, but I will say that it's platonic love in this case.
Yeah.
So he gets out of it a little bit. He gets back to possessed Cragger, but it's like he's better for a little bit.
And now that we are done talking about our favorite episodes, we are gonna talk about the tribes. We are gonna begin with wolves, bears, and ravens. So, I think we're gonna start with the wolves. Basically, throughout the season, the wolves, in the beginning, they were not that important. Like, I guess in my favorite episode 6, they were the main characters.
Yeah, a lot of the tribes were put on the back seat until they became very relevant for a single episode or a plot.
Yeah, from episode 10 and then they became the main villains for a couple of episodes. and their leader is Worries. He's like he was a friend with the gang, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, our little main friend group was
Yeah.
one from every tribe.
But now he was a villain. He wasn't possessed or anything. He just wants all the cheat.
Yeah, he's just a bastard, and he's great.
Yeah, and the next tribe is the bears, and well, basically they just sleep all the time.
Their whole thing is that they sleep. They interact in a dream world, so they just gave up on real
Yeah.
life.
Oh, and whether if you scream at them, they won't like wake up. But if you
They're opposites in terms of sound.
if you
so
speak
if
very
you
very
scream,
very
they'll
quiet,
sleep.
yeah, if you speak
And if you whisper,
very
then they'll be very awake.
yes, and
So if you want to wake a bear, this is how.
yeah,
Do ASMR.
and that sounded like ASMR. And the most complicated tribe is the Ravens. Well, their goal is simple. They just want money. But when they're on an episode, everything becomes just so complicated because
Yeah, they'll work
They're
for
not-
any side, so they do whatever they want.
yeah, I mean in the sets they are represented as villains, but I wouldn't call them villains. They just want money. So
They're so neutral that they become kind of cruel in their neutrality.
yeah. And
Yeah, and I think one extra thing about the wolves we could bring up is the fact that they are very solitary, not individually, but they want their pack to be a thing on its own. When they're at the marketplace, which is for interacting with everyone, they keep everyone else out of their tents, so they are very secluded,
yeah.
which makes it easier for them to be mean.
The next three tribes we're gonna talk about are the gorillas, the rhinos, and the eagles. The gorillas, they love flowers, and they are
They're
like,
stoner hippies.
yeah, and they are like one with the nature, and they are the most, yes, you can call calm tribe.
Yeah.
Well, except one episode where they went mad.
Yeah, Gorillas Gone Wild was a whole thing on its own, but that was because Cragger cut down their big stoner tree.
Yeah.
That's not even a joke. They are looking for the big stoner. This series is so weird.
It's good weird though.
Yeah, it's great weird.
So the next tribe is my least favorite. They're the rhinos, and they're just
They are idiots.
they're stupid. They just yeah, that's it. They are stupid. Oh, and they're we forgot to mention that the like main character of the tribe of the gorilla tribe is Gorzin, and
Yeah, he's
she's
not the leader. He actually seems to be a pretty average member. He's very social.
yeah, and he's a good friend to Aries and Laval.
Yeah.
And like I said, the Ryans are very stupid and dumb. So I
They're
don't.
easy to manipulate.
Yeah,
If you give them a rope and tell them to kill their best friend, they'll do it.
yeah, and they will sell their speeders for a rock.
Yeah, they are just they are not very smart, except the females. But since this is Chima and Lego, there's only one female in any given tribe.
Yeah, I mean, except the eagles.
Yeah. Wait, the Eagles have more than one female?
They have like 4.
Huh. Wait, Ewald and the others are guys. They just wear dresses.
Yeah, I mean I don't remember her name. The one that comes in the Lion She Temple. She's a girl. We have Aries.
No, I'm pretty sure Ewald is a dude.
Really?
Yeah. We only have Aries as the female eagle.
Alright.
And okay, we know one of Regal's parents is female, but we never see them.
Yeah, I mean,
Ewald, Eglor, Aquila, they're all males.
yeah, I mean, Aquila, I know it. He has a male voice. He's like he's in the race. He's just talking very loud and
Yeah, he was the dude. He doesn't have boobs.
and anyway, the Rhino, I guess main character is Rogon, who has a crush on Aries. Well, I found this plotline a bit dumb because
It's the worst plotline.
Aries didn't like Rogon, but then suddenly she does.
Yeah, but the problem is that so many months passed between these stupid episodes. So much could have happened between them that we can't see because like 2 years go by in 20 episodes.
True.
So yeah, there is a lot of space for exploring their relationship. It's just never on screen.
True. Uh, and then we have the Eagles, which are they like to read books. They don't own anything.
They're like the exact opposite of the rhinos, where the rhinos are heavy hitters and like fighting for fun and are stupid. The eagles are just chill and smart.
Yeah, and they don't own anything. So in an episode, the Ravens, they use that so they can steal the temple. That's an episode if you want to check it out.
They have
Search
a
it.
whole episode like that.
Yeah. And then we have the last two tribes, which are the most important tribes, the Crocodiles and the Lions. Which one do you prefer from those two?
Oh, I love them both so equally. Really, the only thing that makes me lean towards lions is the fact that I like the royal family for lions a lot more than the royal family for crocodiles.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
crocodiles seem incredibly dysfunctional, while the lions are just funny. They banter so much, and it's great.
I prefer Cragger over Laval, but I prefer Gravis over Crominus, so I'm not sure. They're
Yeah,
both.
it's like that kind of thing where you're going a bit 50-50 because
Yeah.
they both are very 50-50.
Yeah, they're very good. Both tribes are very good and entertaining. Uh,
Yeah.
and so the crocodiles will, I guess the crocodiles and the lions, Gravis and Crominus, fought back in the old era of Chima before the technology and stuff, and then I guess they died. I don't think that's a huge spoiler. Like they didn't die, but they disappeared. They fall into
The gorge.
yeah.
Crominus and Crunkit.
Yeah, so Cragger was the king then, and as we said in the plot, his sister manipulated him, and
Yeah, crueler. Just like, you know what? I'm taking the crown now.
Lagravi is like a Laval is like a prince.
He's the prince of the lion tribe because one wasn't enough. We need two of them.
Yeah.
Gotta fulfill the Lion King family dynamic.
So that wraps out all the tribes, and
Yeah, the lions are pretty fun with their banter though because we see them more. And you might think Lagravis is a super serious dude, but he just makes so many jokes with Laval. It kind of like helps a lot.
yeah. So we're done talking about all the parts of season 1 and the sets, and I think we can give a score on year 1. Maybe like A or B, something like that.
I would say 1 out of 10 because A and B it's only really in America. Like ABC that ranking.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give it an B plus and a 8.5 out of 10 in the.
I'm probably up at giving it a good like 9 or 10 out of 10 because they didn't do anything outright wrong.
Yeah.
And they keep the pace very good, and the fact that there's so much between the episodes those months makes it very easy to imagine that a lot more happened if there are any plot holes.
Well, I do have only 2 complaints. One would be that some episodes are a bit repetitive with the too much races. And sometimes the dialogue is a bit cringy, though that was fixed in season 2.
And the dialogue cringe very much depends on what language you watch it in. sometimes the voices can just be so pleasant you don't care that what they said is absolutely stupid.
Yeah, I mean it's far better than Next Night though, the dialogue.
I have only watched like one episode of Next Night, and all I remember is that it had 5 actors, and that was it.
Yeah, next true. Next Night is very bad. Anyways,
Let's get back to Chima.
yeah, so we're done with week 1 of Chima Rewatch. Next week we are going to talk about season 2, which is our favorite season, and the sets.
Both of us.
Yeah. So, with all that out of the way, we'll see you in the next video.
Have a nice day.
Bye.